calling to say I
Good evening, everyone of FRL. Welcome to what is, I believe, round 4 here for the F1 100% series shit. It's, well, I think, if I'm right, the champion's still kind of close, but I think Crossfire is still leading. I am once again joined by Jammy. Say hello, Jammy.
Goodbye.
Okay, that also works. Hopefully you can hear Jammy and everything else this time, so everything should be set up all correct as we go on to qualification. Obviously, one-shot quali, as most people know by now. Good to see so many people in chat. Welcome on in, Mafandro, and then Puffingly, and obviously I assume that might be James, or is that you on the FRL account?
Not me.
Oh, it's some mystery.
You'll be one of them.
It'll be one of them. Shall we say what your mistake was earlier?
No, we don't need to talk about that.
Alright, we won't disclose your 8 PM mistake. What?
Very close to bad things.
We were almost live for another hour.
Oh, we could on a podcast.
Yeah.
Could have gone more in depth on the history of FRL, not just what I told you a minute ago.
I also want to have
I know that much.
Oh yeah, true. From the heads up, everyone, I've been on comms for probably close to 9 hours now. And I'm sick, so spare me.
Yeah, I can't complain about my 4-hour work shift in comparison.
So we go on to one-shot qualifying now as we are on board with one of the Williams now, which seems to be Rouge Smithy. Obviously, we now know all of the buttons, as it seems going on board with who is provisional pole at the moment. Don Fotherington currently in the Red Bull seems to be furthest, but no, it's always changing at the moment on board with the Ferrari going through the first few corners now of Sector 1. This is obviously a track that's quite on the more technical side, obviously. Not sure how good the elevation change is in this game because it's quite steep in real life, as we've already got the first retirement from the session. Always good to see, but I've driven this track plenty of times in AC. It's just a track. I'm not sure how well it does it justice-wise when it comes to actually taking the elevation change, but it's just absolutely awful when you go up. Like here, the sudden going up and then going in straight into corners with those steep elevation changes just absolutely unsettles the cars, and especially in high downforce cars like these F1 cars, definitely make some sort of issue, I hope, in this game as well, just to put into perspective on how bad this track actually is for most people.
If I remember correctly, it was one of the first F1 game tracks to be laser scanned.
And actually, I didn't know that. That's a fact I now know. Crossfire now coming across the line as he has set 116.2, currently in the lead by about 3/10. Not sure if that is pole though. We'll see now. He is pole once again. Crossfire, surprise, surprise. Now in pole for the 4th race of the season, I believe. As we see there, he gets pole by just over 3/10 there. Followed there by Bran in the AlphaTauri, again a 116.587, followed by Sausage Joe in the Ferrari with a 116.6, a full Brit podium, which is nice to see. But it does seem, though, P3 and P4 very close between each other, just 0.02 of a second between them. However, P2 as well, only 3,000. Wait, no, 30. Whoa, that's a number I can't say.
What was that?
Don't know. So it seems the cars are 0.02 of each other, and then no, that's not even 3,000. Oh, they're 300ths of a second between each other, so it's quite close between them both. I'm having to do maths on a Saturday.
Should I go and lie down? Once they pick their strategies.
Maths on a Saturday. Ew.
Maths in general.
Exactly. So now just
Like
wait for
2
the
years
players.
since
If I remember correctly, what was the button to show? I think it was.
You paused it and then went to race director, and then you could see all the starting.
Just quickly see.
I'm going to assume it'll be softs because
Yeah.
early safety car around here.
Oh, great. Does seem, the majority are on the softs, but we do see a few on the mediums, no one on the hards. It should be, looking at the forecast so far, it should be a fully dry race and probably quite a hot track temperature as well. Looking now, a few others I forgot. We're not even in a race and none of that's actually seeable. But Crossfire starting on the softs, followed by Brun, who's also starting on the softs, and then Sausage Joe starting on the mediums. So is that actually a shout or is that not a shout? It's all about that early safety car, as Jeremy was mentioning, that can actually cause those softs to happen.
To remind you, there's no formation lap, so just remember you kind of get chucked in.
Oh, yeah. How do I leave this?
So
there we go.
It's annoying that we can't do it. It was causing a bug where, like, if someone got disqualified on the formation lap, but in this game, you tap someone the tiniest bit, no damage, it just disqualifies you. But that wasn't the problem. Sometimes people were getting disqualified, and then it was, what was it? I think it was either stopping them from controlling their car or resetting people's tyre temperatures or something. It was something stupid. So we just went, no formation lap.
It's fine. It just saves a lot of other people more time, I guess.
Yeah.
So we just now have to wait. I'm getting better at this, hopefully. Or we'll find out if I actually miss the race start or not this time.
I used to just like them because it'd be like, right, I've got just a minute to just compose myself before I go into turn one and kill someone.
Obviously, we probably see it's a track that corner cutting's probably quite easy to do around here. So I reckon we might see a few of those 3-second time penalties for cutting, and probably a few front wings needing to be repaired as well.
Yeah, turn one, people often end up going out wide on the left.
Yeah.
Okay, where else do they do it?
Official Puffingly saying we should start F123 in FRO these months, depending on my skill. I'm pretty sure anyone's allowed to race here. I don't think there's any required pace.
Tuesdays has a second tier. And I mean, F2, there's plenty of quick people that just can't drive the F2 cars properly. It's quite funny.
The F2 cars sound amazing, though.
I think there's a mod you can get for this game that turns it's either V10 or better sounding engines either way. I can't remember exactly which ones it is. I remember.
So we are now going green here as we get 3, 4, and 5 red lights here. And now we see all of the engines starting to rev as we are now green here for the 4th round of the season. The start that went extremely fast as we already see Crossfire taking the lead already, but it does seem we do see a few more battles going on behind. No one seeming to go into each other just yet. I say that, and we have already seen an unfortunate spin there, and that's going to be what seems to be the Williams. No, that's William Talbot, unfortunately going down into P20 from about P6 he started, but going further up once again. Does seem Crossfire already starting to make a bit of a gap for himself. Not sure if that's going to be the case for now, but we do see there is a few people missing their front wings. I think William Talbot is missing his front wing, unfortunately. But going further up, it seems to be relatively clean for the start of this race. Only a few spins that actually did happen, but it does seem there are a few battles that are going as we say that, and it does seem the AlphaTauri has just, not the Alfa Romeo, sorry, has just spun on his own there. That's quite unfortunate for him there.
Talbot has got his front wing.
So a few people don't have their front wing so far, which isn't great for them.
Where are you seeing this? I don't see any missing front wings.
Am I making stuff up?
I mean, unless I'm blind, I don't see. Oh,
I think I just saw.
Mars is off again.
I thought I saw Finn without a front wing. Or no, I think I'm tripping. Never
No,
mind.
it's all there.
Seems to 122.3. That was a very quick first lap, actually. I didn't think that would be such a quick first lap. Crossfire now, as there's another unfortunate yellow flag happening there. We don't see any sort of safety car just yet on board with the leader now. Crossfire getting a bit of pressure there from Brand, but there's still about an 8/10 gap. We will start to see the effects of DRS this lap, which definitely does make the racing a lot more closer, as we already see our first 3-second time penalty for cutting the track. So that's the first of many that will happen, as we do see, unfortunately, one of the Williams already going into the pits. That seems maybe for damage, I believe, unfortunately for him there, as it does seem Dimalis has unfortunately retired from the session. Seems to be a bit of a rage quit there, unfortunately. And that's going to be the first one of the day, and I'm sure there might be a few more.
We'll gloss over that.
Yeah, we'll gloss over that, as there is another.
Technical failure.
Do we know what's happened there with the... What has happened there? I'm not sure where the caution is.
It's when you retire in the pits, the AI drives out and then just pulls over.
Oh, I see.
But it's usually ghosted.
Sector 1 and 3. As we have seen, now the fastest laps are coming in quick and faster. 120.8 there from Sausage Joe in the Scuderia Ferrari. And there is another sudden yellow flag as we are back green and racing. Crossfire already making quite a big gap for himself. However, we do see the AlphaTauri and the Red Bull starting to make a bit of pressure on themselves, but it does seem the AlphaTauri manages to make a bit of gap for himself. However, I can't see the same with the Red Bull and the Ferrari. They are all going at it, as we also do see the DRS has been opened. We didn't get the message, but it has opened that.
A difference in real life still, because obviously they've changed it to the second lap now.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that.
Trying to cause more chaos.
Yeah, true. Maybe that's what people like seeing.
I'm sure the teams love paying for it.
Yeah. No insurance in this game. Does seem that Crossfire already making quite a big gap for himself now, being out of the slipstream and DRS range for now. However, we can't say that with Josh, who is another one of the championship competitors there, down in P3, trying to get past Brand, but Brand seems to be pretty goddamn quick at the moment, currently in on those medium tires compared to Josh on those soft tires. He's got to go side by side there. Has the slipstream, of course. They both have the slipstream. Going into the corner, he just gets the move done before turn 1 there to go up into P2 and try to put some pressure there on Crossfire for the lead. I would say that was probably one of the more cleaner race starts so far, as that does seem to be the Alpine going off track there. That's going to be a warning there for him.
Yeah, I mean, there was the Williams of Damars and Jackie colliding as well on lap 1, but that was it, I think.
Yeah, only one retirement so far. Seems we are actually missing... No, actually, no, we're not missing 2 drivers. It's because we're 2 spectators. I'm learning, you see. I'm learning. Now I'm going to be doing all of this. I'm going to say there's DRS on GT3 cars soon.
Battery.
And battery.
Oh, no.
What's happened there? That seems to be a first safety car. No, it's Finn. That seems...
I think it was just those 2.
Seems a bit of an unsettled car. It seems he is back up and moving now. His tyres are going to be quite overheated though.
They just tapped each other in the uphill section.
Yeah, it seems he has recovered it well, as we also see the other McLaren, unfortunately, down in P18 as well. Same with a few of the cars. However, we do see Crossfire has lost a lot of time there to Josh Rose. Josh Rose now being in that DRS zone, which is going to cause him to be under a lot more pressure than he was earlier. And this has actually led to all of the field to be able to catch up, just because of Josh being able to get into that DRS zone.
He is on the softs though.
He is on the soft as well, but I think they are both on the... No. Crossfire's actually on the mediums. I thought he went on the softs.
And Brand's on mediums. It's interesting. He needs to get past Cross within the next couple of laps, really.
Seems call me R-Kid or Re-Kid if he's... I'm not sure. Again, a 3-second time penalty there, as we can see who's on which tyre compound now, but it seems the vast majority of the grid is on that medium compound, but we do see there's a few cars who are on the soft tyres. Is that actually a good idea, though? We're not too sure yet, because obviously that safety car, something that usually does happen during a race. It's quite uncommon not to see one. I don't think I have seen an F1 race without a safety car. However, we do see, fortunately, one of the FRL admins, I believe, getting a 3-second time penalty as well. So that's the third one in the 5th lap. 6th lap now. 60 laps left to go here. Just got to go side by side going into turn 1. Josh Rose just making it look absolutely flawless there. Obviously, he is on those soft tyres, which is going to make it a lot easier for him, but there's going to be some sort of retaliation here from Josh Rose. But if he retaliates a bit too hard, Bran and Joe are both going to catch up, and potentially the same with the Alpine as well, as this slipstream trying to break the draft a tiny bit isn't going to work too well all over the back of him now. That McLaren's going to be under a lot of pressure from that AlphaTauri while trying to get past Josh Rose once again to try and get that clean air, but the disadvantage to that clean air is he doesn't have the slipstream or the DRS, actually.
Why's Don Fotherington managed to get fastest lap there?
Don Fotherington getting the fastest. What's happened there? Who has spun? Going into sector 1 and sector 2.
Miffy, I think.
I think that
He's
might
fine
be
now, though.
another retirement. Going further but down into the grid now. We do see a few other battles starting to occur. The other Alpine trying to put a bit of pressure on Finn, who is not hard the greatest race starts, unfortunately spinning a few times, overheating his tyres a bit. Seems he is back up and running for the time being. He is trying to put a bit of pressure though on Finn. Not sure how that's going to work just yet. Seems he had quite similar pace, but it's kind of difficult to find out with the DRS and other advantages like that. However, we do see going into the first corner, Haas versus Red Bull here. They're both going to go side by side going into turn 1 and turn 2. The Haas does have the advantage of the inside line. However, we do see the Aston Martin going for the middle as well. It does seem he's going to try to. It's a wide enough track. He gets a bit loose there. Managed to get 2 places in 2 corners there. Fair play to the Aston Martin. A lot of bravery there going into it. The Haas, and we also have seen another retirement from the session. If that is that going to be... I can't tell if that's a crash or if that's just an actual retirement from the race. We'll have to find out if we get a safety car here. Hopefully not. It doesn't seem we have got a safety car, which is good to see. Both Williams, unfortunately, out of this race now. It does seem Tyrant King now in the house is going to try and get closer to the Aston Martin to try and retaliate and try and get P6 back.
I think he hit a wall.
Oh,
There is a wall there, but I don't know how far out it is on the map. I mean, there's no safety car though, so I'm not complaining.
Well, yeah, we're not complaining. They're going to go side by side once again. Tyrant King getting the outside line. It is going to work for him, but there's a bit of a lag there from him. The Aston Martin just once again trying to get and defend his position, but it seems Tyrant King regains P6 for the time being, but it does seem that slipstream and DRS is just going to make him swoop past once again. It doesn't seem he has the DRS, so just the slipstream, and he's going to go straight back into it. But however, we do see the other two with the slipstream. The other half, no, that's not the other half, no, that's the AlphaTauri. Why do they look similar? Just getting past him as well, going into turn 2 there. As there's a bit of a knock there from the Mercedes to the Haas. The Haas now losing quite a few positions, lost about 2 places there in a few corners, unfortunately for him, but has the slipstream and the DRS now to try catch back up with the AlphaTauri and possibly the Aston Martin as well. 8 laps into this race now.
I've never actually realised how similar they look from that angle.
Yeah, I haven't actually been able to see an F1 race live yet. That's one of my goals. I want to go. I'm not sure which country I want to go to and see one, but you see like people on like Twitter and stuff just holding their phones still. I saw this one a few days ago. I think it was the 2002 Michael Schumacher car, or is it 2004? One of the two, going through Curva Grande, and it's just so fast just on one camera angle compared to what you're seeing here now. That's because of the, I believe it's the shutter speed and the FOV, if I'm correct.
I should know this, I do media, but I don't.
I think it is the shutter speed and the FOV.
Yeah, that would play a part in it. Oh, what's happened there? Pulls round. And going again.
Oh my days. That AstroTurf is probably death though in this game as well. I'm not sure how much it plays a part in this, but it seems though they are you actually able to take that AstroTurf without dying?
What corner?
Any corner with AstroTurf.
What are you talking about? The bit just past the curb?
Yeah, the AstroTurf.
Yeah, you can touch it. It's really stupid. It doesn't even look like Astro in this game. It's just like green concrete.
Oh, never mind then. Actually, I think it is green concrete. You might be right.
I thought I was wrong because you said it, but
Oh, I probably am wrong. However, we do see
yeah, no, you can go all over it.
there is another battle going the Alpine and the Mercedes both going at it. It does seem there's a bit of ghosting there, which has played a part in that. Not too sure though. The Alpine getting the inside line going into turn 5 now. I believe that is. He is going to try look for a move once again. Loses a bit of time. Is he just going to stay behind and wait for the start finish straight to try get that DRS if he just maintains quite a small gap like he is doing right now, or is he got to try get past as quickly as he can? That's just one thing all to play part within this race. Now going on to the final corner. Very fast right-hander. It seems he hesitated a bit there. I think that might just be Ping though actually, instead of him actually hesitating on that corner, because that is a flat-out corner. So he is now on the DRS. He's going to try go for the inside line. Just gets it done swiftly before the end of the corner. However, there's going to be a bit of retaliation there from the Alpine, breaking a lot later. It seems that Williams Talbot's Ping is not doing much justice here, as they do have a bit of contact there. So we see between them both, and now the Alpine does have the inside line going into turn 4. Doesn't seem to use it to his advantage. Does have the DRS though, and he is just going to slot behind him for now. And we'll see what happens with all of this, because William Talbot seems to be ahead for now, but we do see the Alpine of Cormu Arcade in just behind, just by mere millimeters, you could say.
Thought they'd collided for a second.
I think it's the
This is
Ping.
I can't remember where he's from.
William Talbot sounds quite English, I'll be honest.
Oh no, he's he's definitely English. Call me Arcade. I can't remember. Actually, does it? I'll have a look on here. I should say.
We do see.
Oh, they're both English.
Oh, they're both English. Yeah. Not sure what's happening there. Joe getting a 3-second time penalty there, unfortunately for him. However, we do see a potential battle for the lead here of Brand in the AlphaTauri and Josh Rhodes on those soft tyres, which is going to start dying off soon, if they haven't already. A bit of a lock-up from both of them going into turn 4.
Guarantee those two at the front are in a voice chat together.
Oh, 100%. Well, actually, no, I can't say 100%. I barely know any of these people.
No, that's William on the grass.
Why is... Oh, he's got a 10-second time penalty for cutting corner.
Probably get removed. I think he just spun off, and then the game's like, oh yeah, you cut a big part of the track, even though he was off for like 20 seconds.
Does seem though he is going slow once again. Not sure what's happening there.
You might have overtaken them off track. Maybe
we've got another yellow flag there. What's happened again now? I'm not sure who it is or where it is. But it's sector 2 and 3, I know that for a fact, but doesn't seem anything's happening between them.
I couldn't tell what it was for. No one was slowing.
Brand going for a move once again on Josh Rose, getting the DRS nicely done. Going on to start finish straight. Going up into the lead for now. It seems those soft tyres might start to be taking their toll in performance, but I wouldn't say it should happen this early on. I would say in the next 4 or 5 laps maybe they will start making their toll on performance, but it seems though Brand has made quite a big gap for himself there of around 6 tenths already. He's not out of DRS zone just yet, or slipstream zone, but it's still quite a big gap. Actually 8 tenths now, 9 tenths. He is kind of losing quite a bit of time there. Maybe tyres are starting to fall off. I'm not too sure about the track temperature, but that is going to play quite a big part. Obviously we're in quite a hot country, so that is definitely a thing that's going to play quite a big part in this as well.
I know the main thing here is usually the battery. Once you deplete it, it's basically like impossible to earn and gain any back. And fuel's quite harsh.
Well, we could see Brand lose a lot of position here now, having 11% battery left. Actually, no, a lot of these people don't have much battery left, it seems. Apart from we see Gandis in that Mercedes still having about 70% left. If it's a strategic move, potentially, but we do see Brand losing absolutely all of it there. Now, completely flatlined battery in the first 13 laps of this race is quite concerning, you could probably say. I'm not sure if it's a strategic move, and now he's going to harvest for the rest of the race, and we'll start seeing him fall back again.
I think a lot of them kind of just accept that they're all going to use it, so they're like, well, I'm not losing out if he's using it.
True.
Either that or they're thinking it's going to be a safety car.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough to know this. I just usually just save mine, then I'm like, I don't know, I'm slow.
Do you see, it seems I'm not sure who that is, Mafandro, in the pits now. The Aston Martin going to change his tyres. Not sure what compound he will go for. Going into the pits now. I want to get this camera angle. I like these. It's not giving me the overhead camera angle. Oh, he has to change his wing. He must have had a bit of an issue there going on to it. This is an awful camera angle. But he is going once again there. However, they're on P12 as well. He's getting closer to that Alfa Romeo. It's not too close yet. Might have this DRS. Well, he does have the DRS. Not sure how effective it is actually going to be just yet. He's quite far behind though. Seems everyone's averaging at quite a low amount of ERS here. It does seem though Brand has 6% and Josh Rose only has 3-ish%, or 5% now. So I think it is actually going to be just down to full pace now and no advantage, as he does use quite a bit of his battery there going into the entries of corners, well, the exits of corners, sorry.
Joe's still got 30. That's usually where I'd be about in this sort of race.
Still got ages though, so I reckon between the mid part of the race,
there must be a safety car at some point.
There should be. I'm expecting it, but I also don't want it because I'm going back on comms in an hour and 20, so we'll see.
Oh, God.
Yep.
You sure we're going to be done in time?
Should be fine. I'm allowed to work for run. It's not strict. However, I actually kind of want a safety car. Someone crashed. Seems we have lost some of the potential bowers as we do see Josh Rose leaping into the pit lane there. Oh my days, I'm trying to chase him. I want to try to get a good camera angle on board of him here as we go in. That's a better-ish camera angle.
Pulls round again.
He is going in. Didn't have to go for anything. However, we have got a what was it? A yellow flag. Seems no sort of safety cars going for it now.
If it's someone like Paul or Moody, it's usually just a spin and they'll be going again.
I like how you named out 2 drivers, not anyone else.
Oh, Moody will know. Moody knows. I think he's the oldest driver. I'm certain he's the oldest driver on the grid.
How young is this person?
Oh, I don't know if young is the right word. Let's just say we call him Grandad Moody sometimes.
How old is he? Do you know?
I don't know his exact age, and I don't want to guess just in case he does listen back. But I know it's not double mine. Let's just say that.
How old are you? 20? 1?
No, 17.
You're 17?
Yeah, no, I think Moody's above 50. I'm pretty sure.
I thought you were about to say. I'm not sure 34 is that old. 50's not really that old either, really.
When you compare it to the rest of the group.
Yeah, let's
Well.
let's stay on the good terms of him, I reckon. His name is a bit intimidating.
He beat me on WWE 2K24 enough last night. I can be mean to him.
Oh, you know what, fair. Does seem though there are quite a few winners in this race so far. We do see P5 and 6, Mercedes and the AlphaTauri both going up 13 positions. However, we do see, unfortunately, a car known as Joe in the Ferrari, losing 9 positions since the start of this race. So,
Because he pit.
because he pit, that's also true.
Literally, like, this lap.
Oh, I should know that.
I did tell you.
Did you? I'm starting to doubt myself now.
So you're not seeing front wings that are there. You're not seeing people pitting.
Oh, what?
Good thing this isn't being reviewed.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, it could be. I'm not even sure anymore.
Oh,
No, I don't think it is. I'm not sure we're allowed to talk about that. I forgot to say that. You heard nothing. I actually do not know, but it does seem though a few people will start to pit in the next few coming laps. So a few cars have actually pitted, as Joe, as like you were just talking about, who has literally pitted this lap. That's actually the only person who has pitted this lap. However, we do see a few people on fresh rubber as well, such as Josh Rose, and we also see Mafandro also having fresh rubber. But all of these aren't really that old in terms of tyre life, so I don't think anyone needs to worry about pitting just yet, apart from the soft tyre users like Jackie, Cryplex, and Kevin, I think his name is.
oh yeah. But you were like balls on.
I could say that. Does seem though I'm so surprised we haven't seen a safety car, I'll be honest.
I guess part of it is because there's no like walls really. You have to go quite far to hit a wall.
That is true, but somehow we got so many safety cars at Paul Ricard, so not sure how that works. Oh, you weren't here for Paul Ricard, were you?
No, thankfully. Where was I?
Yeah, I think we had about 4 or 5 safety
Sorry.
cars.
Was I at my nan's? I must have been at my nan's. Who knows?
Somewhere. Joshua is
Wasn't
not.
home.
No. Unlucky or lucky, I'm not sure. Joshua's now getting the purple lap time of a 120.2 there. Quite a bit faster than his competitors at the moment, but he is on fresh rubber of the soft tyres. Is he just going to keep going for soft tyres, or is he going to go for a different compound? Well, he actually needs to go for another compounded
He
tyre.
will have to at some point.
Yeah, so he will have to go for at least. I'm doubting anyone's going to go on the hard tyres, to be honest. I reckon he has to go.
If there's a safety car, they will.
Yeah, unless there's a safety car. But at this rate, I'm going to say it's quite unlikely because everyone's quite spread out between each other. William Talbot now leaving the session. Not sure what happened there, if it was a disconnect.
I'll
Quickly
try and invite
go
him
on
back.
board. There he is. His AI is driving for him there, as you can see, but he can't actually lose any more positions.
Send him an invite. What was I going to say? You know, a couple weeks ago, we had a Tuesday race in Portugal, and Bran pit, as you do, and then suddenly realised, with a few laps left, that he went on the same compound. So I had to pit on the last lap and lose like 6 positions.
Oh,
But I was so far back that I didn't gain from it.
rip. So we do see
Came out
William.
the pit. Sorry, go on.
Oh, sorry. Let's just say William Talbot has joined back after your very kind invite back.
Shouldn't have given him one.
Just make him sit there for 10 laps. Does seem tyre use is around the same for everyone now. It's starting to fluctuate as people start to do their first pit stops. Coming into the first, you could say, quarter of this race, roughly.
Maths. I don't want to do it.
What do you say?
It's maths. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Is he gonna have this? He will have the DRS going on to the straight. If it's going to be powerful, that is the question. He isn't going to seem to get very close to him at all. He's got to obviously get closer, but he has 27% of his battery compared to his component of Crossfire, who was 24, so they're quite close and similar here. So there's everything to play for. Apart from tyre compounds, they are actually now, we do see Crossfire is in the favour here, having the better compound at tyre life. Yes, it's now going to go side by side here. They are going to go side by side. We do see Crossfire might lose this position. It's all about getting this exit right. Seems he is going to keep it for now. For how long that is a different question, as it seems Gandis unfortunately has spun there, and that's what has caused that yellow flag to appear. But seems we have to see Cryoplex try and do this move at another time, but if he goes for too long, his tyres are going to absolutely feel them in the next few laps. Being able to do 19-20 laps on soft tyres is already going to be a bit of a task, let alone trying to do more of it while pushing for position as well. So we see Josh Rose going up into P4 as William Talbot has left the session again.
Slightly off topic, well, I've just seen a photo from the IMSA race.
Oh yeah.
Sebring, and then is it 31 or just 21? 31 Cadillac that was leading is upside down on a tire wall.
Oh, I was watching it earlier. Could you send a photo of that?
I sent you a video as well.
No, that would work. Can't watch that on the stream though. We'll get copyrighted.
Let's Discord.
Do you see a bit of a lockup there from Crossfire that is going to affect his tyres a tiny bit? Obviously, there is no flat spotting in this somehow. So I'm going to quickly see. What the hell? I must say, that's quite impressive. Hang on, I'm going to quickly mute. I want to see what happens here. Actually, no, I don't need to mute. I'll just mute the audio. Seems what happened there? He just fully locked. Whoa! He's done a good job there, hasn't he? Who was driving? Do you know?
I did know it was. Who's gone? Peepo? Who's Peepo? I feel like I should know who Peepo is.
That's actually so important. That's so unfortunate.
Oh, Durrani.
They could have won their home race there, but seems that car is probably going to be dead for the entire season now. They're going to have to work on that engine. Seems though, going back onto the race. What's that line in the air? I'm not sure what that is. Is that a bug? I can't actually show you it. It's gone. Never mind.
You on about the one that was on the main pit straight?
Yeah.
I was trying to work out what that was earlier as well. It looks like a banner, doesn't it? Like something like coming off a seat, like a roof.
I thought it was a jet. There might be a safety car here actually, as we do see bids in the wall. I'm not sure if you just saw that. No, he is driving again.
Identical.
He is
identical to what I did.
Unlucky.
And it happened on that Tuesday race I was on about, and it caused a safety car. And I said, "How on earth?"
Oh, it is going to be a safety car. There is a very, very broken bids. It seems his what's it called, teammate is quite over the moon about his teammate crashing there. Mafandro celebrating with joy, as I'm also celebrating with joy because we actually see some more racing again. I've never thought I've ever wanted to see a safety car more. I'll be honest. I actually hate safety cars, but now I don't. So everyone's got to go in the pits. We might see a lot of people going for the hard tires, try to go to the end, as that is the first crash we have seen today that has caused a safety car. So we do go on board here with Brown, currently the race leader going into the pits. I'm not sure what he's going to go for. He goes on board of him, and he is going to go for the soft tyres. Is that a strategy? Was Crossfire gone on the intermediates? Why has he done that? Why has everyone gone on the intermediates for? Is it raining?
There must be rain forecast. I bet they think it's gonna.
Yes, that's English.
What's his name? Mark, the engineer. He has a name.
Wow.
Because it's what's his name? It's Mark Priestley. It's probably told them there's 5 minutes till rain. So kind of just trying to hope that it starts before the safety car ends.
Remember what I said earlier about there shouldn't be rain during the session? Scrap what I said. The weather looked clear, but now, wow.
Oh yeah, I forgot my live timing shows weather. It says 40% rain in the next 10 to 15 minutes.
That's still quite... It says rain imminent from Mapandro. I'm saying that wrong, I
I will
apologise.
go on board then, because then you'll probably see it better.
So we do see... This is the first time we're going to see race this season, I believe.
Race. You mean rain?
Did I say rain or race? Hang on.
I think we've seen a couple races.
Believe it or not, I think we have. But we do see now...
Foster said a dumb penalty.
Few people staying on those soft tyres, because obviously some people say there's 40% chance of rain. Some people saying it's imminent for themselves. So this is going to be something that is going to be interesting coming to the end of this safety car period. This is going to be for at least another few laps while the others catch up as well. Have you ever seen a crowd so enthusiastic apart from this game? I've just seen they're all clapping their hands, dancing.
You should see the WWE crowds. Oh my god, it's annoying. Like, they all, half of them move in sync with each other.
I think that's the same with you.
And there's some, like, just, I can't explain it.
Could say it's the same with Wii Sports.
Wii Sports is better, at least they actually spin.
Oh yeah. Wii Sports is such a goated game.
Wii Party is better.
I'll be honest, I don't think I ever played Wii Party.
I'm leaving the Discord call.
Yeah, see you, mate.
It's annoying that, like, on this game, to warm your tyres up, you just need to hold the brakes and accelerate. Because I miss... is that rain? Or am I seeing things? It's raining.
Is it? Why is it raining?
Yep. Go on board with Brian, you'll definitely see it.
Oh, it's spittling. This is where Brad might have made the wrong mistake. Well, the right... Damn it.
It's
a mistake
weird
here.
Because
quite a lot of people are on those soft tyres, as you were just saying earlier. But a load of people are on the intermediates as well. It depends how much it actually rains for. It could literally rain for, we could say, a minute and it will stop. But at the moment, we can start to see those rain droplets getting heavier and heavier on our screens. You might not be able to see it that well on stream, but I can tell you it is spittling a tiny bit, which will cool the track temperature down as well. So tyre wear will become less and less severe.
And there'll be another safety car lap, so I think. So,
people will have to go into the pits and change their tyres, otherwise that's going to be hell.
I assume Bran was hoping it wasn't going to come straight away and he could try put a bit of a gap and then pit. But that's not going to happen. Sorry, it's irritating me that he's still got the default helmet that they give you. He's not even changed the colours.
He isn't going to pit.
I mean, he probably just gonna have to brave it out at this point.
I assume half the grid. We do see our kid going into the pits to potentially go for those soft tyres. Not those soft, the
My forecast's gone to 48%, so it's probably getting heavier.
It has to be. So this is going to be quite... It's not even like he's the only person on those slick tyres. There's quite a few people who are actually on them. I'm going to say over half the grid who actually are, as we are probably close to going green here.
There was a race with rain. What am I trying to think of? Oh, yeah. Oh, if I could stop yawning. There was a race on Sunday last week that was Silverstone, and it started raining for, like, I don't know, half the race. But it never rained enough for the Inters to be quicker. So I think Bram was running that race. I think he was. So maybe he's just wanting to not repeat that mistake, but it could be the opposite this time.
We'll have to find out.
I hate that I know all this stuff, but I'm still slow. Like, I hope you know, if you do that race on Thursday, you're going to hand the car over. You're going to come back. And you're going to be like, why have we lost 20 positions?
Why are we in the wall?
Why is the car not working? I don't know if you
Why
saw
is the
that safety
car
car's
on
coming in.
reverse? Talbot saying he hates this game. I'm
said that,
assuming
sorry?
that's because of that penalty that he got. And in fact, thinking of penalties, 5-second penalties, severe collision with, I think, forgot who that was with. But
It does it when you tap on the safety car.
we do see we are going to go green here. This is going to be Brown already starting this race, creates a tiny bit of a gap for himself. No DRS is going to be enabled just yet. I'm not sure if they are going to enable it unless it gets too heavy rain. Obviously, now we do see the soft still to be the better chance at the moment, so he will start to gain quite a big gap here, I assume, between him and the rest of the pack here. He is starting to slip a bit though.
I can't tell if it's heavier or he's just going quicker, making it look heavier.
I think he might be, but he is struggling a bit though. You can see on exits, well, especially last corner, he was slipping a tiny bit. So if that is something to do with the rain or if that is just because of traction, we're not going to be able to know. He has created himself a 1.7 second gap to the car behind him, so he is properly off now. We will start to see the other cars as well starting to get ahead of him. For example, Finn here coming in P5, trying to go for a launcher. That was nearly contact between them both. In fact, it could have been contact. It doesn't seem there's any damage to his car there, as we do see he's trying to get past.
Yeah, I saw Cross say in the Discord just before the safety car came in, oh no, the Silverstone race is coming back to bite me, isn't it? I think he was one of the people that went on to Inters in the Silverstone race as well. And Inters are definitely slower at the moment. Look how much Finn is over Cryplax is behind.
Gets past there, Cryplax, Finn up into P4, Cryplax down into P5, P6, losing 2 positions in one straight there. We will start to see this is a great opportunity for him to start harvesting that battery. And it doesn't seem he is actually. He is still pushing with his battery. I'm not sure if that's a good idea or not. It's probably the better idea to start harvesting your battery a tiny bit for when you actually need it. Because at the moment, you do not need that battery at all.
Josh Rose at his race completely flipped upside down.
He has indeed on those inters. This should make the championship gaps quite a bit wider. But we do support FC. Unfortunately, getting a 3-second time penalty. I reckon that will become more and more common now with the more slippery traction. It does seem though he does have a lot of battery.
And also, just so I don't forget, I'm going to quickly just send you a link to my SimGrid team.
That's probably a good idea. I need to do some wildcard races, I think.
Where do I find it? There. God, the team name doesn't really suit you now.
Right,
Stop laughing at us.
Wait, what was it called?
It's called Stop Laughing at Us.
Oh no, you can keep laughing at us.
And then I think the description's something like we know you're holding you up or something.
Can we make a scuff livery?
We are fully aware if you want, it's called We Are Fully Aware We Are Holding Up the Grid. We aren't sure how we got here. Because it was where are you?
However, we do see Crossfire losing another position here to Kevin there. It's now he fights back again. Seems he just gets the better exit there compared to the AlphaTauri, and now it's not going to be an AlphaTauri 1-2. It's going to stay with Crossfire in the current in P2 for the time being. However, we do see Kevin still has about 30% of his battery left. However, we do see Crossfire having 36%, so it's quite even in terms of that, as we do start seeing a few puddles here and there starting to form. So we will start to see a few of the drivers coming faster and faster on those inters compared to the slick tyres. In fact, we have just seen what seems to be the AlphaTauri just getting past Kevin there, going for P3 there. Finn, now he's had quite the up and down race so far. He went all the way down to, I think, last for time being, so now up into P3. About half of this race left, and it's all just gone quite a bit more interesting now. Don Fotherington getting a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane there. As it does seem now the Alfa Romeo is going to try and get past Crossfire, but Crossfire has been holding up Finn there, which has caused Kevin to get back by. But there's going to be a switchery, but not from the car we were thinking it was going to be. Joe going up into P3 with a Ferrari, gapping them now with quite a big gap actually.
I think it's definitely getting to Inters now.
Yeah, you can see just how...
Starting to see puddles.
Yeah, I don't know if the slicks was a good call or not, but it seems to still be working for now. But I think over the next 2 or so laps, we will start seeing the slicks starting to drop off, like so, as we just saw there. That was a big moment there from Kevin, losing 2 positions. But we do see, though, there has been quite the big gap that has actually been made here. I reckon what he's actually trying to do, like you were saying earlier, is he's going to try and make a big enough gap for himself to try be able to pit without getting any sort of interference. He might be able to pit, but he is still going to lose that position to a few cars that are not going into the pits this lap. I'm not sure if that's a good idea or not. So we can see puddles are starting to form.
Ross is he's still losing time.
He
It
is.
must be that sort of crossover period right now.
To be fair, he is using his batteries still.
Ross is on 20% tyres now. I know you can't see that.
What's
Compared
one
to
thing?
brand soft, which are 11%.
I'm not sure what this means, but do you see the tool symbol on the MF on the HUD? Why is his red?
Oh, what? To the right of the gear.
Yeah.
I think if it's red, they're teammates in the pits, and then if it's blue, they've said they're gonna pit.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, if you don't always like if your strategy is telling you to pit, but you don't want to pit, it's still gonna show blue.
Yeah, that's why.
So it doesn't always mean they are pitting. But yeah, if it's red, then I think they're teammates in the pits.
Oh, I thought it was going to be something interesting, like mechanical issues.
I can't get those. You can in single player, like career mode. You can get them in those.
No. Few people now going for those inters. Pretty much the majority of the grid is. However, we are starting to see Crossfire starting to gain a bit of time here on Brand. There's an 8.4 second gap between him and P2 right now. It's not going to be big enough as he is going into the pits now this lap to change to those inters, as it is practically now a wet track, you could say. So he's going to try get a perfect pit stop here. Goes into the pits. We do see quite a nice camera angle here. He goes onto those inters as now. Unfortunately, DRS has been disabled. This is where we start to see the gaps starting to increase within each other. It does seem Crossfire in the lead, but not by too much. Only 3 seconds, where we do see Crossfire still has 30% compared to... actually, where's he gone? Who was it? It was Brand. Now on P6, he was 43%, so you might be able to get some sort of gap to decrease throughout the race. Oh, as we do see though, even though it's a wet track, Crossfire is still struggling a tiny bit to keep that car under control.
Sorry, I'm not trying to ignore you. I just keep seeing stuff on Twitter because there's rumors going around that Reading might be getting bought finally. I don't know if you
Reading FC. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest.
What fans are?
Nottingham Forest.
Oh, you got one of those on the grid.
Wait.
Sausage Joe.
Oh, he's not my favourite driver. I'm assuming you support Reading.
Yep.
Do you know who's being bought by? Some big oil company.
Pardon?
Do you know who is being bought by? Yeah. Or is it all
It's
just rumors?
supposedly a North American slash like Saudi group.
Oh, that could be really good for you guys.
Yeah, but it's we will be losing the training ground still,
Oh,
which is like a Premier League standard training ground. But to be honest, we don't really need it at the moment.
true.
What? Who else supports teams on the grid? Cross is a Wolves fan. Josh Rose and Brand are Man United fans.
Yeah, that. Sorry.
Bids and Finn are Leeds fans.
Leeds, they're nice. They're alright.
Kevin's Liverpool slash Barrow because he lives in Barrow.
Fair.
Know anyone else? Oh, Talbot's Hull and Moody's Derby.
Yeah. I should really be supporting Cardiff Blues, but I go to a few of their games. I don't really support them as much. Obviously, I still watch matches of them. I don't really support them though, even though they are my home team.
There's really not much interesting going on in this race right now, is there?
No, we are just waffling.
Oh.
However, that could
Our
be
kid
a
is facing the
sign.
wrong way.
That's a great start. He is, and he's still not recovered just yet. The ghosting is going to make a that's going to be a cut of the track. That's going to be
Not.
not a cut of the track. Never mind.
Oh, Andy's going for a move on a Bandro. And he's done it.
Where are you looking at?
Gandhi and Bandro.
Oh.
11th, 12th.
He is still
he's going
fighting
again.
at it.
It's Jackie now. Oh, he's like... Oh, he's... Bandro's gone. Didn't see that. Who's got the worst tyres at the moment? Okay, well, Comza and... Sorry, not Comza. Josh Rose and Cryoplax aren't sharing their information. But Cross and Bids have got 32 and 33%.
Wait, who isn't sharing information? What?
No, Josh Rose and Cryoplax haven't got their like UDP stuff in public. So I can't actually see their tyre wear.
Oh. Well, I can. It's... Oh, wait, oh, their tyre, I see. Never mind.
Yeah, our kid's retired in the pits. Fair enough. Lasted longer than others.
True. So we have got around just less than halfway of this race left. Everyone's quite equal in terms of tyre performance. There's probably about a range of 6 laps between the oldest and the newest tyre. Actually, no, 7 laps between the newest and the oldest tyres. So there is still quite... It's not that big of a gap between tyre lives, but we do see the majority on double figure tyre lives and a few who are still on single figure tyre lives, a few pitting during the last fraction of the safety car or just after, and then obviously Crossfire and a few others, same with Josh Rose, who did pit at the start of the safety car, which has led to a bit more of an interesting race for them being on some older tyres. If these tyres are going to see us to the end, or if we do see the dry line start to form, that's all stuff we have to think about as well. I think we are going to see a wet. It's disconnected. Oh, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
No, I just said stream is disconnected, so I assume it's still live. I was struggling in the dry, overheating like mad. It's Arcade, but that's why you tried just a second ago. That's understandable. You're doing quite well for half the race, though. You were in... I forgot which position you were in now. Seems I have short-term memory loss now. It does seem Crossfire is struggling to keep that car on a straight line at the moment going through. The final few corners there, just getting on the AstroTurf a tiny bit.
Raining on great.
I'm not sure what the next... Hang on, I can check this on my Twitter. But what's the next race of the season? It is...
Real life?
Oh no, the next that would be Australia. Shame I can't watch that. The next one would be Qatar. That's quite a nice track actually. I do like Qatar. Round 5 next week spans out all the way till May. 12 rounds season. So we're getting close to the halfway point now of this season.
Another penalty.
Another penalty. It seems that is going to be for crossfire for corner cone.
I think Saudi Arabia will be really good for 100% from
Saudi Arabia,
memory.
yeah. Saudi Arabia, I do like that track. Silverstone as well. That's my both of our home tracks, so that's gonna be a nice race. Barcelona is the season final is going to be a race that could be quite interesting to say the least.
I love the run of tracks we've got on the Tuesdays here now. It's Kota, Austria, Hungary, and Australia, Spain, Silverstone. And we don't talk about the next two because that's Vegas and Miami.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're going to get to full wets.
I can actually see Crossfire's tyre wear. It's 37 and 35%.
Oh, did they give you the graphic?
Yeah.
Oh, I see my thing says 38%.
Oh, I think that's probably more accurate. I think some of them were 38, but I think average they're at about 37%.
Yeah, I sent you a photo of what I could see.
Let's just trust yours. It's probably more accurate. Ben saying, no, mate, racing was awful. As soon as I put me foot. That's such a northern thing to say, me foot. On front, rear tires, I assume that's supposed to say, were spinning. Yeah, that's unfortunate, really. It's just, I assume it's quite a hot track. It's Portugal, obviously, so it's quite a hot country. Obviously,
Car being car.
Car being car. Always blame the car. Remember that. It's never the driver's fault. It's always the car's fault. Yeah, it's always the setup as well. It's nothing to do with the driver's capabilities.
That's what I'm saying on Thursday. It's your fault.
Should I put that as the slogan of the car? Blame BMW and just put the BMW helpline on it.
I'll just put stuff on the window, but like, oh, we can't see.
There's beans on my window.
Just put Rossi's face on there or something.
Let's put racing lines for extra speed. For a bit of context, me and Jammy are hopefully going to race together on the Red Bull Ring in the ACC server. I think it's next Thursday.
Gonna go well.
And I'm not sure who's actually going to be faster at this rate. I'll be honest, I haven't driven Red Bull Ring.
Neither have I.
Alright, calm it down, buddy.
Have you seen what's coming out on April 1st, though?
Oh, yeah, Noise for Life. I can't wait to have to memorize 150 corner names.
And I'm hoping that we're going to have a 24-hour race there at some point.
Yeah, and so I've been, hopefully confirmed to do commentary for that. Oh, I'm not actually sure if
maybe I should come join you for your stint.
Be my guest.
Depending on when it is.
I'm hopefully going to do... Well, I have to technically do the day stints because otherwise I feel like I'm going to have a very angry family. Ben saying, I like Portugal, but not when my tyres are reaching 110. That's fair. I feel like everyone would be saying that.
I mean, I might even be able to race in Nordschleife. No, that's what I'll do. I'll race, go have a nap, come join you.
You know what? I might join you racing as well.
Just call it the commentator team and just...
Oh my God.
As soon as you get out of the car, you run and put a headset on.
That's the most lethal way of living. Hang on, if I scroll... Well, obviously, Nordschleife has been confirmed, so I'm allowed to say everything around that. Well, I'm not sure how much I am actually allowed to say.
I don't know very much, so I'm going to assume not very much.
Yeah.
Because I don't see the ACC admin chats.
What's it called? I just want to see. Yeah, so I'm
If you
hearing
don't
about
think
it
you can
now.
say it, don't risk it.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm just trying to see what it is. Ah, it's the 6th of July. That's been confirmed now, so I'm allowed to say that.
I'm glad you said that. I didn't know that, but now I do.
6th of
Not
July.
because they haven't said it. I've just don't know where to look.
I also like that you just have a humongous TV on your wall.
Well, I had the TV before I had the monitor because I didn't have a PC at the time. And when you're playing a PlayStation, you'd prefer a TV.
I'm looking at your pins apps. I see you got Rockstar there. Go on. You got. Is that Sky Sports Bet or is that just Sky Sport?
Sky
Actually, yeah,
Sports.
you're 17. You're not allowed to bet yet.
Not long.
Well, yeah, not long. Just
Not promoting betting here. This
yeah,
is
yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah. This betting is
My name is
completely
not
live.
Ivan.
Even though half of these cars have some sort of gambling sponsor on them.
Yeah, the McLaren looks weird without Velo on it.
True.
I want to say is Velo vapes?
Probably. I'm sure vapes are gonna get banned soon in sponsorship. So do you see there's going to be a late lunge there from Brown to get past Joshua? Is he going to get the move done or is there going to be a switchback? It does seem they're still side by side going into it. We do see just on the left side Josh Road being there going into the next few corners. He does have the inside line for them. So that is going to make a lot life easier for him. But is it going to be done? He seems to stick with the position for now. But for how long? He does have literally just under double the tyre life of Bran, so that is also going to play in the advantage of Bran as well as he gets closer to Crossfire as well.
Frost's got 44% tyres compared to Brand's 19%. But I guess, I mean, obviously it matters in the wet, but I don't think it matters as much in tyre
Yeah.
wear.
I'm not sure if you're going to know this, but what would you say the durability of these tyres are equivalent to in slicks? If anyone knows that in chat, that's actually quite cool information. 18 laps and we got 44% wear. I'm going to say mediums.
Yeah, maybe like in between mediums and softs.
Yeah. If anyone knows that in chat, that would be quite useful information to know, actually. Well, it's not. I'll probably forget it, but it's good to know.
We were competing in the first part of our League v League tournament yesterday.
The what tournament?
We're in a League v League tournament.
Oh yeah. What are those leagues? I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. There's a lot.
Ricky was commentating in that. Good friend of mine.
Oh wait, I know there was someone commentating with the guy that runs ours.
Wasn't it Lightspeed and then was it Sim Nights Racing or something? And you
Are
guys?
you thinking of the ACC bit?
Yeah, I am. There's an F1 one, isn't there?
It's not run like it's run in it's got like how many leagues? 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Oh,
16,
no.
17, 18 leagues.
Oh my god.
I think a couple had to put out though.
That's 18 divided by 22.
Yes, yeah. Yesterday there was 2 full quali sessions.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, there's a bit of a battle. Oh no, never mind.
Oh, there is actually.
And they had
leads.
Oh,
To quickly interrupt you, sorry. So does seem Crossfire keeps it for now, but Bran is going to try retaliate to get this move done. Obviously, no DRS, there is no sort of advantage for him. They are quite similar in tyre age. As he goes just to the back of him there, I'm not sure if he actually made contact with him. I assume not, but he is all over the back of him there. Gets quite a good exit. Seems Attraction also wanted to go with him there, but he does just maintain second position for now. He is all over the back of Crossfire now. He isn't going to get the move done yet. He goes defensive, but goes for the inside line. He isn't going to get it done though. Crossfire just maintains a tiny bit of gap for himself now.
my thing also shows if they get minor damage or anything, so they're all good.
Why do you have that?
Huh?
Why do you have that? Are you a steward?
Because no, it's recently. It's how we get our results. it watches the UDP port and just pulls all the data.
Oh, I see.
But
That's pretty
obviously,
cool.
I can't do it certain things because if I want to use SimHub, then it can't. It only one UDP port. So it's like no conflicting. No, all the touching.
Oh, they go side by side again. Actually, 3 wide with a back marker as well. As I don't like the ghosting. I really don't, I'll be honest. Brand
I
getting
don't
in
like it, but
2P1. And now, can't you turn off ghosting?
I think what it was, we tried it without ghosting, and I don't want to say it's like the drivers aren't as clean as the Assetto Corsa drivers, but I guess it's just. Would it make sense if I said the cars are faster? So
Make your mind up.
it doesn't seem. No, the contact model on this game is not as good as other games, and just it's just we turned it off. Many safety cars, so we turned it back on.
You know what, sure. That's probably quite a good idea, actually, for
I'd
us.
be open to trying it again, but I think the stewards would shut me up. I need to remember that for a second, Corson. No ghost. I swear I've seen some. Oh, it's Formation Lab, isn't it? Yeah.
There is, yeah. The formation lap would be good, but obviously I understand if you can't do it.
Yeah, there was another bug actually with it that if someone left or joined during the formation lap, the lights would never go off.
Oh,
We
really?
would just sit on the
Just sit
grid
there for like 20
and have
minutes.
to restart the lobby.
Oh, that's awful.
So
Yeah,
you have to
don't do a
invite
safety
every
car.
single person again.
No, not a safety car. Other thing.
That's also the same for red flags. We had red flags on, and sometimes there'd be a red flag. You'd do the restart, and then you'd finish the first lap, and it'd say red flag. And we're like, but nothing's happened. And you do it again, and then as soon as you finish the first lap again, it says a red flag.
Oh, that is awful. Oh, I don't think I was allowed to unscrew that. Oops, I'm just going to put that back on. I'm just quickly wrecking my technology. That's probably not a good idea.
I just warn you how slow I am on ACC. I may have racing line on.
That's fine.
Probably for the benefit of our car.
Yeah. Wake up in the morning to see we both got penalties.
2.4 hours, not 24 hours.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, sorry, you're right. No, I know what you meant. Don't ignore me.
Glad you know what I mean now.
But yeah, I don't think it's got live stewarding.
Post-raiding stewarding. Did I just say raiding?
I don't know what you said.
You know what, it's probably best just not to know.
And I'm starting to get to that point in the race where I'm just fidgeting because I'm bored.
Someone crash, please.
Crash into the room I'm in, please.
Make something. This is the unfortunate part when it comes to F1 racing. You get good races and you get some more boring races and just such big tracks. For example, the Portugal track of, I think it's Portimao? Portimao, close enough.
The Algarve.
It's just such a wide and then just such a long track as well that this is bound to happen when there's not many cars on the grids. Even though this is max, it's just still quite little, in my opinion.
Yeah, you forget how small the F1 grids actually are compared to
Yeah.
other motorsports. You know, if they actually let a certain team, that would be an extra 2 cars.
Audi. Mario Andretti's
Audi
Andretti
are
Racing.
joining.
Oh yeah, but they're joining as a power supply, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just taking over from
Alpha Tauri, or is it Alfa Romeo? I think it's Alfa Romeo.
not Alfa Romeo anymore, is it?
Oh, I'm still calling it Alfa Romeo, I don't care.
It's Sauber Kick Steak or something.
Yeah, if you expect me to say a short story instead of Alfa Romeo, you're thinking wrong. Do you race on wheel? Do you use? I assume you use.
I'm on a G29.
Okay, so
Got
we're not
clamps to
using
my
controller.
desk.
I'm so glad you're not using a controller for ACC.
I did do a couple PS5 ones on controller, and I was doing okay.
Don't do on
And then
PC.
Gedman just sent me his will for free, and I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, fair enough. What's 2.4 hours?
It's
Is
like
that
144 minutes or something, I think.
so? What are we going to split that? So 75-ish minutes? Well, 70 minutes. You could
Yeah, is there
72
is there a
minutes.
stint timer? Let me
Oh,
look.
they can't be.
I don't know. I don't know how
Otherwise,
these things
we're gonna have
work.
to do 3 stints, and I'm not fancying waking up in the waking up at 11 or whenever it finishes.
My game is paused, so if anything interesting happens, just shout.
I think you're asking for a bit too much.
Yeah, no, it's a 15-minute quali and then a 144-minute race.
I'm assuming I'm starting.
It's up to you. I mean, we could work out who's quicker, I guess.
I'll probably build a setup tomorrow.
I've
Well,
got Coach Dave Delta if you just want to use that.
that also works. I think I've probably got quite a few esports set up still.
Yeah, I mean, I could just like can I send? I don't know if I can send them because of the way it works.
Uh
Because it's the one where it just ports them into my game.
oh yeah, no, that does work. You just send the JSON file.
Okay.
However, we do start seeing, I think that's a battle, or is that people going into the pits? I'm not sure what's happening between P9 and P10. No, they're too far away from each other. I'm not sure what happened there. However, P8 and P7 are starting to battle once again. Who has more battery here? It seems the Aston Martin having 11%, whereas P7 having 64%. So I think this is going to be quite easy here for the AlphaTauri as he actually sails past now, but he hasn't used all of his battery. Once again, that AlphaTauri going side by side into turn 4. Just getting on the brakes there, locks up quite a bit there, but gets the move done. However, we do see the Haas as well. Tyrant King trying to get involved with this as well. Freeway battle that could be occurring soon as we come into the final quarter now of this race.
I'll grab a drink really quick.
Go for it.
Good thing I'm next to my kitchen.
Oh yeah. Just see now the Haas is getting closer now to that AlphaTauri than ever, but it's not close enough for actually to think of it. However, we have just seen J. Hartnell going on the medium tyres. Is that a strategy? However, what I haven't noticed, but has happened, is there is a dry line forming there on track. It's still very marginable how much of a dry line it actually is between these two still battling, but you can see, but the darker grey there is the dry line that is starting to form. And this is where we're going to start seeing, yes, people going on the medium tyres, such as Josh Rose and Jay Hartnell. Is that still the strategy? It's still quite a few cars on those inters still, as we might see Crossfire go on those medium tyres quite quickly.
And these just hit Cryplax.
Oh, wait, what?
No damage, though.
I see, but one thing we haven't noticed is the rain has stopped and there is a dry line actually
Yeah, I was
forming.
about to say that.
As I was mentioning earlier, this is going to make it a bit more interesting. Another pit having to be done.
My forecast says 48% chance now.
Yeah, still under 50%, so it's still quite tentative.
And that was what it was on about when it started, so it's kind of done the reverse now.
Yeah. It does definitely make it interesting, though. Well, definitely in GT cars, I do love it when it rains and then dries up, or dries and then
I get
rain.
confused because you have you don't have two different tires, but it's like when it's not that heavy, like when it's just damp, you stay on slicks, don't you? Well, are they slicks? Or not, what are they? Oh, I forget what they are.
Dries.
Ice?
Yeah, just dry tires. You can
They're
call
more
them
slicky
slicks
than
if
a
you want.
road tire, but they're not. They're not like the F1's little like bold heads.
Oh no, they don't have slits in them. They're just
Oh, they're
fully
not?
slicks.
Oh, okay.
It's practically the same kind of compound as an F1 car. It's just we don't have soft, mediums, or hards. We just have one compound of the
And they're a bit
dry
bigger.
tower, and they're a bit bigger.
I should know this. I've literally seen them in person. What am I? I went past the Pirelli tent. What am I on about?
Oh, that tent smells amazing.
Because at Brands Hatch, I don't know if you've. I'm shooting you've had it wherever you've been. They just
I've
had
been
like
brands as well.
what do you call it? Paddock access.
Yeah, pet. Oh god, what's there? What's quite cool though, compared to Brands Hatch, because I've been to most British circuits. Now, this Spa, I've mentioned this like 3 times now today. I was lucky enough to go to it last year. As we do see a car has gone off there. Manages to
Back
rejoin
on
though,
there.
as that's the other Nottingham Forest supporter, my favourite driver. What's it called? Yeah, compared to Brands Hatch and Spa, there's a night and day difference in between paddocks. As I'm just saying, Spa is basically a mini city inside of the paddock. The what's happened? Whoa! I thought that was a spin for a second, but he just swerves into the pit there. Paul FC going for those dry tyres now, as we start to see a few people out. No, Paul FC's retired from the session. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
He's been lapsed a couple of times.
He has left the
Or at
session
least
as
once.
well. So he is out of this race, unfortunately for him. There.
Five packs and bids again.
Oh, yeah. These two have been at it for a while. I was just saying about the Pirelli thing. When I say it takes about 10 minutes to walk from one end of the Pirelli tent to the other, it's huge. You get to see like the tyres being scraped and stuff like that, and it just smells like a Sports Direct. I'll be honest.
Oh, I don't want to talk about my workplace.
Speaking of Sports
There, like,
Direct,
I was there like 5 hours ago. No, 5.5 hours ago.
welcome to Sports. Do you get those Sports Direct mugs for free?
Mugs.
Yeah, those flipping troughs, should we
Nope.
say? Oh,
I get 40% discount on trainers though.
that's actually quite good.
Or just anything I can wear to work actually.
Do you have to pay for your uniform? Or do you actually have uniform? Yeah, you do.
It's literally just a t-shirt and a hoodie,
Uh,
and you just be given it for free.
I'm sure you will burn that jumper when you leave Sports Direct.
It annoys me because it's got like, it's not like a woman's thing, but it's got the zip, like the way that women's clothes have it, where you pull it up with the left, and I can't do it.
On the left? Or is I saw that's just
Like,
American.
I don't know. They're from Under Armour, so I don't know.
I don't know where Under Armour's from, but they're a good brand.
From Under the Armour.
Okay, yeah, cheers. See now, how many laps are left? There is 14 laps left of this race. So technically just a short race left to the end. And tyres are starting to fluctuate. There is a dry line starting to form quite thick and fast now. It is starting to form. We do see a few of the cars on. If that's actually a good idea or not, we'll go on board here with the current leader when it comes to slick tyres at the moment. He isn't struggling too much there, it seems. I might have jinxed him, not sure just yet. He seems to be doing alright though. Got off the off-cambered parts here. It seems, yeah, I don't know if it is the faster compound just yet, but it seems to be working for now.
Sorry, I'm just seeing stuff that apparently the deal's been confirmed for Reading Football Club being taken over. Obviously, the club haven't said anything, but
Yeah, we'll find out probably tomorrow.
it said confirming this within the next week.
Oh, so it's not confirmed.
Well, it is in like it's in the club will announce it in the next week.
Oh,
I guess they maybe I don't know they got to do certain things. I'm sure there's some like filming they probably have to do or something.
and that, yeah.
Al-Suru is involved as well as his wealthy partners. Ooh. And then Mark Bircham. Anyway, race.
Sorry, I'm back. Just need to close my door. Anyway, we do see P4 as well. Getting closer to Gandis. It's still not close enough. Obviously, there's no DRS. I don't think we will see DRS at all now. It's not drying up quick enough, I don't think. We have 13 laps left of the race, and it's still not showing high hopes, I'll be honest.
The thing with this game is it will go from, like, soaking to just, nice summer day.
Okay, never mind. We don't see any sort of, as weatherman Alex now, I can say myself. No sort of blue skies being showed just yet, so it's still going to be quite a cool track, you could probably say.
Yeah, brain moment. Surprised they're still on Inters.
Say that again?
Surprised there's so many people on Inters still.
I am as well, but I'm not sure if it is the faster car. As we do see DRS, it's actually enabled now. This is going to make quite the big difference now in terms of this race, but it seems quite a few people are quite far between each other now, as we do see Hunter unfortunately getting a speeding in the pit lane penalty. That's going to affect him at the end of this race. Does seem, yeah, you can just hear the DRS activation noise there. Gains a bit of time in front. Gandhi's now. However, we do see these top three. Yeah, it does seem Joe does have quite a bit of a ERS left. Same with Gandhi still. However, Bids barely has any left, and he's still using it occasionally. Is he's going to start harvesting it now? We'll have to see, because it's something that everyone should start using in the next few laps now, quite aggressively. When it goes into single digits laps, that's when we're going to start seeing the most aggressive ERS usage, same thing.
I think those that haven't hit yet are going to start to struggle very soon.
True, yeah.
I'll give it 2 laps. Because I think they're at that point again where they're about the same pace.
Yeah. Oh, what's happened there? Sausage, you're going off. Just seems losing traction there. And he still has. His tyres have overheated.
I'll give it 2 corners is what I meant to say. Oh no, he's lost places and not even pit yet.
Oh, so unfortunate.
I'd keep an eye on those. Oh
my god, I just had a heart attack.
Oh, it was moody. Oh, thank God.
Oh my god, if ghosting was not a thing then, that would have been full.
He must have just been trying to let Joe. I mean, I don't know why he was trying to let Joe pass. Scared me.
You scared both of us. Everyone now practically on the slick compound, apart from William Talbot, who's currently unfortunately dead last. Oh, AI, yeah, that's true. He hasn't actually came back. Yeah, no, he hasn't joined back.
It must be his internet or his game. He's probably not bothered again.
Yeah, I guess it's fair. He had 1 disconnect already.
His game wasn't opening yesterday, so it could be an opposite issue now.
This game isn't open. Tyrant can get a 3-second time penalty for multiple track cuts there. How do I show how many... Well, how severe their penalties are? Do you know?
You know where you go between the tyres and position change and all that?
Oh, yeah.
The end one is penalties.
End one is penalties, is it? Hang on, I'm clicking the wrong one. Ah! Oh, that's useful. It seems Candice has 9 seconds of penalties, as far as Bids as well, getting 6 seconds. Crossfire, who was leading this race for quite a while now, with 3 seconds. Sausage Joe with 9 seconds, followed by Tyrant King in the hat, and Don Fotherington and Jackie Gabbana all getting 3 seconds as well. And then Mafandro, who got that 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lanes, then followed with the Alfa Romeo of Mean Man Moody with 15, and William Talbot, who is technically DNF, well, not DNF this race, but I don't really know what to call it.
DSQ?
But he didn't do anything wrong.
I'm surprised. Why is Josh Rose P9? I swear he was up the front when he pit onto mediums. Yeah, cross pit from the front after staying on into stages, and he went down to only P5.
I'm not sure anymore. I feel like a lot has changed during this race.
I wasn't fully keeping track of where he was.
I don't think I have either.
We weren't doing our jobs, is what we're saying.
Yeah. We were doing the talkative part.
Talking about
Sports
Reading
Direct.
and me crashing cars.
Yeah.
And Sports Direct.
Bids, though, getting closer to Gandhi's. Now, he will have this slipstream. As you were right, it has practically gone to a full dry circuit now. Practically within seconds. He isn't going to get close enough to actually go for the move on the straight, but he has gained quite a bit of time.
Huh?
Huh? Crossfire's left. What's happened here? Crossfire's left.
In the pit.
Why is Crossfire left? This is going to change the championship quite a lot.
He must have had to go and done something in real life.
Re-invite
Surely.
him if it isn't that.
No, he's retired. He retired in the pits.
Why is he... I'm confused.
He must have had to have gone and done something.
Keep an eye out on the Discord.
I mean, he is known to being a bit random.
I can see why. I am quickly just having a check in the 100% Discord.
So, GG on the title, Bran. I give up.
What?
What?
Don't really know how to react to that, I'll be honest.
Max Verstappen, but without the winning part.
I give up. We're not even halfway through the season.
And he was doing well. What was he, P5?
Well, will he be back next race? That's the interesting part. Tottenham mentality.
Saying in the ACC chat.
However, going back onto this race now, we do see Gandis is under a lot of pressure here from the Aston Martin, as we see on your screen. Getting closer, but still not close enough to try think of that move. He just wants to try and maintain as small of a gap as he can. Obviously, that slipstream and the DRS will help him so much going on to the start-finish straight. So he just needs to try and gain a bit of time. However, Gandis wants to try break that slipstream and that 1 second marker. However, that might happen because there was a bit of a mistake happened there by Bids going in the gravel a bit. He's going to have a tiny bit of a dirty tyre. I'm not sure it's going to affect him much though. But we do see that blue flag, being appeared from the other Mercedes, as it seems Brand has set a new fastest lap of 1:19.2, and in fact he has lost quite a bit of time there to Gandis. That is a dream for Gandis to try and keep P2, as we do see now he is got no. Well, actually, Brand has absolutely no ERS left. However, we do see Gandis has still quite a lot. So, well, the leader only has about 8%. So it's all kind of interesting here, but the leader doesn't have much to worry about going on to the 7th remaining lap now.
John Waller's telling Crossfire that he's got a Tottenham mentality.
Yeah, I saw that. I found that really funny. closer, but not close enough. I've said that before, but it's the truth. At the moment, he just wants to make. I've also said this before. I'm just repeating myself at this point. Going on to the final straight now. He is actually quite close. Has potential to try go side by side here and try get P2. 6 laps left, 5 laps really. When they go across the line here, he has that DRS as we see. That's been a 118.8 by Brand. He's just hot lapping now to the end. As you see, the Aston Martin gets ahead now, but the Aston Martin does not have much ERS at all. So this might be kind of a strategic move here from Gandis if he just try and lets him go for a bit and just harvest his battery bits. We do see he has 43% left still, and he now has the DRS, so he can try and maintain that gap that he currently has and try to just decrease it a tiny bit and just stay behind. Obviously that lockup is going to cause Bids to lose a bit of time, but he just wants to maintain that second gap, and within probably the last 3 laps just fully push, use all of his ERS. In fact, he is using some of it now. It's not a lot that he's using, it's probably fractional, just a few percent a corner to try gain back on that time that he's lost. He's just trying to maintain that gap now, which he seems he is doing, but I'm not sure how Bids is pushing so hard with the least amount of the charge there, trying to gain time on Brand, but Brand is pretty much clear, you could say now. Bid set on 118.5, so it is getting closer again. It seems Gandis might lose quite a bit of time here. He is still maintaining that 1 second gap between them both. We do see the other Aston Martin there of Pandro, who was leading Monza last race, I believe. Unfortunately, again overlapped there by his teammate and Gandis there. Both locking up there going into turn 5. He's starting to use his battery here to try and keep up with Bids. Bids just seems to have quite a strong pace now all of a sudden, just pushing. They are both on the soft tyres and they are both on the same aged tyres. The Tyrant King gets a 1.8, 118.4 there